Hey everyone, welcome back to the Shane Show. I'm glad you're joining me for another episode. I want to talk today about self care, especially why is it so important in such a chaotic, busy world that we all live in. I'm sure lots of people can relate to that. The world's getting busier and busier, it's full of more distractions than ever, and it can be very energy taking, I find, for at least myself personally. I'm sure I'm not alone in that, but it may not be the case for everyone. So I want to honor that for sure. But this is kind of more geared towards the people who are needing self care because they feel more. I don't really care for the word sensitive to the world, but maybe the word. They just feel more in tune with the energy that's out there and how much is going on in the stimulation. I guess they're just a little bit more vulnerable to it. I guess maybe that's a better word to use than sensitive. Um, Yeah, so as I said before, the world's it's busy. We do know that there's so much stimulation going on now. It can be very distracting, like your head's being drawn here and here and here and here and here. So yeah, I just really think self care is so vital in our modern world. Um, I think getting clear on like what self care means for you is really important too. Um, just so you have a rough framework of okay, say I'm feeling drained, like what can I do to recharge my batteries? Because the world's always draining your batteries, whether it's work, friends, stress, family stuff, personal things, which stress does encompass, but it's just there's always like somewhat of a taking, a draining of your batteries. It's kind of like a smartphone, right? You go using it throughout your day, it's draining the battery. So you have to do something to recharge it, plug it in, and just like us, we have to plug ourselves into something like nature, fun activity, socializing with friends, just low tempo, low stress activities so we can recharge our batteries so we have enough capacity to give back from what the world wants and takes from us. Um, so, yeah, I mean, self care for me, I just give you a quick little rundown of what I do and my activities for self care. Yoga is one. I do yoga every morning, about 20 minutes, sometimes guided, sometimes not. Meditation, I do a few times a week. Find that's very helpful, but not for everybody. Um, I also do steam room, sauna almost daily. So that's also something I really enjoy. Low tempo at the gym, like just like lighter weights, lower level cardio, not too intense. I find it can be great for self care. Just calling a friend, I do that. That's very helpful. Just chatting with a friend, catching up, having some laughs, taking the dog out for a walk. Just things like that. Like at least for me, those are super helpful. And also nature. Nature is a huge, huge grounder, and it's yeah, very helpful for me. So if you can get clear on what self care means to you, that can be very helpful. And I would suggest to anyone listening to this, writing it down, just taking a couple hours, or not even a couple hours, just an hour, half an hour, whatever it takes you. It may take you 10 minutes, but yeah, just write it down on a piece of paper. And what are the things I like to do that give back to me, give me energy, that aren't too energy taking, and just maybe you can set yourself up some sort of routine where you can follow that, and that can kind of be some more guidance so you can be more grounded and resilient in the world. Um, so yeah, self care. Like I had mentioned before, the world's very taking from us. So I think it's more important now than ever. We're always connected on our devices. Kind of, I don't know about other people, but at least for me, I always kind of feel the need to like reply to messages like almost as soon as they come in. So I find that can be quite taking. It's a personal issue and problem that I need to untangle. It's nothing to do with the phone or somebody else. That's just the portal too. And yeah. So, like I said, it's so important to have your self care regimen in place. And I think a lot of people don't even have a self care regimen put in place, and that's really too bad. So, like, my hope is that I can help you guys in just raising your consciousness a little bit to going, oh, okay, wow, yeah, like the world, it's very taking, it's tiring. I want to have something in place so I can meet the needs of that and also meet the needs of myself. Um, so yeah, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, for self care. Everyone kind of goes about it differently, but those are the things I do and I've found helpful. And I hope it's helpful. I hope it's also helpful for you guys too. If you have any questions or concerns or anything you'd like me to speak on specifically, I'd love to, yeah, hear about it. You can send me an email, put it in the comments, whatever is easiest for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining. See you next time.